I'm starting to remember my time in the secret space program. The part that I was in was called the Assassin Corps. And I actually remember my first kill. So it's going to be story time. So I was around, that I can remember anyway. I was around 4 years old. I was brought into an all white room, and one of my trainers was there, and there was a man that was like tied up, some guy that was tied up, and he couldn't speak. And my trainer looked at me, and it was like probably a guy in his early 40s, late 30s. He was wearing a semi-military uniform, somewhat bluish type, and he had brown hair. It was short. It was cut. No facial hair at all. He was Western European, pale skin descent. And he looked at me, and he had a gun in his hand, and he gave the gun to me. And he told me, "You have to kill him." And I was scared out of my mind. I didn't want to fucking do it. Okay, I'm 4 years old, and I'm shaking on the inside, but they brainwash you and mind control you to be very stoic and to not show fear on the outside. Even if you feel fear, you don't show it. So when he gave me the gun and he told me that, it was like I switched into an alternate personality. And that piece of me or whatever is very calculating, extreme, like to a very extreme degree. Thankfully, I don't have multiple personalities anymore. I was healed of that. But back then I did have it. And so I just shot him. And before I did, he gave me the gun, and it was so heavy in my little 4-year-old arms. Like, it was so heavy. It was a pistol. But it wasn't like a normal pistol. It was very big. But it could have been just because of how small I was at that time. It looked huge. It was heavy. It was extremely heavy. And so I shot him. I shot that man. And I didn't hesitate because I knew what would have happened if I hesitated. And so that was my first kill mission, like an actual kill mission. So that's what the secret space program is about. The Assassin Corps part of it, anyway. They take kids and they just turn them into killers. Like unfeeling, not unfeeling, but just killers. And I remember the feeling in my chest. My whole body went cold. My chest, it started from my chest. My whole heart went really cold. And I felt a chill enter my body, like a spirit of murder entered my body into my chest. And I felt so cold, and I felt terrible. I felt absolutely horrible and terrible. And so that's what I remember from my first mission, in terms of my first kill mission.